Alright, now let's move over to good old England. Oh, yeah. So it appears that the House of Commons has decided to declare equal marriage. So they approved gay marriage, 400 to 175. And supposedly the Tories or the Conservative Party, the reactionaries, are having a field day with David Cameron, good old Dave. David Cameron, who wears a blue tie, he is getting a lot of heat for this. He wants to modernize the party, all this, but the reports that I read is that his wife was behind this, or I don't know. I don't think it was really the wife. I think it was something that he tried to gamble with, and he made a really huge gamble because his own base are like all up in arms about this. But let me say this: it's like those people who are complaining and whining about that, who are saying, oh, we're quitting the Conservative Party, we're leaving, we're not going to vote for you guys. So who are you going to vote for? Labor? Or the other, what's called, the liberal Democrats, the Lib Dems? You're going to vote for those guys? Conservatives? Oh, we're going to go for that fascist Nigel Farage, because he's against gay marriage. And he drinks beer. Oh yeah, he owns a pub. Oh yeah, put him in. He needs to be prime minister. He owns a pub. Golly. And so it begins. Let's see what happens, because there's so much tension around this. And you think that England is supposed to be this progressive utopia? It's not. It's all an illusion. People think, England is so progressive, and they had civil partnerships. Like, what the hell is a civil partnership? What is that? That word, partnership, in the U.S. means something else. I don't know what it could mean in England, but a partnership is a company. It's a law firm. It's that's what it is in legal terms. So that's why when people say, well, why don't we have a domestic partnership? What do you mean? I'm not trying to create a company here. Although that's in business terms and banking terms, which is banking law, that's what marriage really is. It's a business corporation, but I don't want to get into that. I already did, but some people need to be refreshed on that issue of what marriage really means on paper. People are trying to make this a big deal about morality, about tradition, about procreation, and all that. That's all just smoke and mirrors. Marriage is a business. And then you file for bankruptcy, which is called a divorce, whenever you guys want to break up. When you break up, it's kind of funny when people say, well, what happened? What's going on with your marriage? Oh, we broke up. Just like when a business goes broke, you go to bankruptcy. And so, but we call it a dissolution. Actually, it's not even called a divorce in many states. It's called a dissolution. And if you look at corporate law in the United States, dissolution really means the dissolvement of a partnership. So if you call it a partnership, really what it means is that, well, it's we don't want to call it a marriage. Well, why? That's what. That's why we always recognize it. The thing is that the people who are against gay marriage, they don't want to get people involved in marriage because they want to still have that little power trip. That little. It's not a power trip, but it's more like an elitist kind of of thing. Oh, I'm straight and I'm married and it's a special thing, and you're gay. Yeah, well, you can form a civil union, but get out of here. That's their attitude, and you might call it homophobia, bigotry. I don't care, but that's what it is. But these people can try to sugarcoat what they're saying, and so Well, they passed it. And the thing is with England is that here's what I don't get. The people from Scotland also vote for this, right? And the people from Northern Ireland vote for this, even though it doesn't apply there. They get to vote on this, which is completely, utterly weird and anti-democratic. But what are these conservatives talking about? That they're going to lose the base? What do you mean? The base is going to vote for the Labour, for the left? They're going to go for that? David Cameron is trying to go to the middle. I mean, that's what he's doing. So personally, I'm not really a British citizen. I'm not into British politics as much, although I do try to catch up every other day or so when I read something from Britain. But the thing is that he's trying to reach the middle. He's trying to be a modern prime minister, and I think because 60% of the British people support gay marriage, I mean, I don't think there's going to be a problem with him in the general. Because, well, first of all, prime ministers are not elected. The problem is going to be conservatives who voted against gay marriage, who are from these districts, or they call it, I don't know what they call it over there, or constituents, or I don't know, departments, is it? I forgot what it was. But, their districts are pretty liberal and or pro-gay, and they might risk losing those votes. I mean, it's a catch-22, basically. So you might as well just go and just do it and get it over with, and then work on other things. And then they come up with the stupid argument that, oh no, this is not a priority. Look, a lot of things that government does is not really what you call a priority, like payroll and budget management, or setting interest rates, or issuing bonds, or anything like that, or building a school that's probably 1,000 miles away. You might say to yourself, well, that's not really my priority. No, it isn't, but it's probably a priority for those people. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't come up with that shit that it's not really a priority. They should be talking about the economy. I mean, look, this coalition government has been elected for 2 years already. I mean, isn't 2 years enough to kind of do something for the economy? In other words, they don't want this to go through, so that's why they come up with these, these arguments. Oh, the economy. Oh, really? Well, why don't you fix it? All right. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we pass gay marriage, get it out of the way, so that way it's no longer that wedge issue that's there. That get that out of the way. And then we'll have enough time to worry about whatever stupid issues. And then guess what? Once gay marriage is passed, because it has to be voted again and it has to go to the House of Lords, which it's going to be intense, supposedly. That's what I heard. Oh, the House of Lords. Oh, the Lords. They're going to, pull this thing apart. But once this is all done, once the dust settles, do you think these people are not going to be, okay, now let's get back to the economy? No, they don't care. They just made up that argument for the sake of trying to stop this. Oh, they might go to UKIP. That's the swang song. That's what they're going to do. We're going to join that fledgling do-nothing party. All right. Do whatever you want. When you split up, because that's what if you look at it that way, if you're so homophobic that because of gay marriage now you're gonna change parties, that means that you're gonna divide the vote, and the voting system in England, the one who gets the most votes wins the seat in Parliament. So that means that some of these elections in these districts will be, that base will be divided, and that means they'll lose. But the reason why they're going to lose is not because of gay marriage itself. It's not like gay marriage came in and then destroyed everything. No, it's because of their own homophobia, their own whatever, and the pet peeve or disturbance or mental instability that they have with gay marriage. They're going to not vote. They're going to, it's their problem. It's their issue. And because they have that issue with gay marriage, they're going to bring themselves down. I mean, these people are self-destructive. Instead of saying, look, I don't agree with it, but fine. If that's what the people of England want, 60% of them want this, okay, fine, do it. And get it over with. I don't approve of it. I probably will vote against it, but there's a majority, and that's fine. That's democracy. You put something up, you vote for it, and it gets passed. That's democracy. I thought that UKIP was all about that, and all these right wingers are democracy and all that. Well, now they voted, and now they're like, we shouldn't be voting for this. I'm like, what do you mean you should? You are a parliament. You vote on things. You vote on legislation. You pass legislation. You govern. This is what you do. The hell's the matter with these fucking lunatics? These people are nuts. That's what they are. Plain and simple. Anyway. Good old England, and of course now we started, ever since they passed that, now I've seen some few attacks on America. On I don't know some article in England, some writer started to attack America. Now we're more advanced than America, because now gays can get married. Well, first of all, there are about 10 places in America where you can get married. Actually, 12 places if you count the Indian tribes. There are 12 places in America where you can get married. And in the United Kingdom, you can only get married in England and Wales. Scotland, they're going to have to do their own thing, in which case they are starting to do that. And Northern Ireland, forget about that. They're so anti-gay that they forget about it. I mean, you have more of a chance of passing gay marriage in Vatican City than you have in Northern Ireland. So I know that for a fact. There you go. England. Oh, they're so progressive. Well, okay, fine. But it's only England and Wales. So I thought this was going to be, Scotland, Northern Ireland. I know. But it's kind of funny that the Northern Ireland lawmakers get to vote on something that's not even going to affect them. But okay, whatever. It's a pretty weird system. But there you go.